Welcome back. It's time for our latest segment of Tech Talk, and we have a new Tech Talk expert joining us on the show today. His name is James Chevrette, and it's great to have you here.
Thank you.
Yeah. Today we're talking a little bit about the fact that patio season has finally arrived. Yep. And what goes better with a glass of wine than some nice music? And if you want to have nice music, you have to have some high-tech gadgets in your backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the biggest changes we've seen, everyone's had speakers on the side of the house before. Only thing is having two speakers like that, the person on the barbecue is usually getting the music's too loud, or the people in the yard are trying to enjoy it as well, playing bocce ball.
That's right.
So it makes it a little bit tough. So technology's changed a lot. So now the big idea is to have, instead of having two speakers on deck, to have speakers around the outside of your property, playing into your home. That way too, your neighbors aren't getting disturbed. We kind of joke that your neighbor didn't pay for a ticket, so why should they get the show?
So if you distribute them evenly around the periphery of your house, you're going to have even music all the way around.
Yeah, and then it also gets absorbed by your house and also gets absorbed by the shrubbery as well, which is quite nice.
Should we look at those graphics that you said, Tim?
Yes.
We have a couple of graphics in one picture. So what are we looking at here?
So it's a good example of two speakers, which is the blue, and they're just showing you where it would be fairly loud, but off to the right or off to the left or even the middle, it's going to be too loud close to the house, but there's no sound.
That's right.
Just like in, with pools and Kamloops is a big one.
Yes.
And also gardening. A lot of people want to be outside gardening and relaxing to their own music.
Absolutely. And instead of shouting it around the neighborhood, you're having it focused in on your house.
Yeah. So this is a great example. Now you can see how the blue's changed, and now the blue is playing across the whole yard.
Yes.
So you get a lot more coverage. And what's nice about that, I don't know if you ever noticed, like at a restaurant, you can hear the music and you can talk over it. It's because there's multiple speakers, not one big speaker, just like a light. It's not trying to fill the whole room.
That's right.
So the same idea goes in your yard, so I can bring the level way down, we can talk over it, we can enjoy it, and have fun throughout the whole day.
Seems like a simple concept. And then what is this? To the first glance, a rock, but no, it's a speaker, right?
Yeah, so this is one of the ideas that we have a lot of hardscape, especially in the Kamloops area, and you can use the rocks to go around the perimeter as well, and it disguises them, and they actually come in different colors. They have like I'm going to call it a rust color, like a reddish color. They have a brown, and then they have a black, and obviously you see the granite style that's in the picture. But also, some people might not want that hardscape look, might not want rocks. So what we do is we use small speakers, roughly the size of 4 inches, like a small baseball, and we hide it actually amongst the shrubbery.
And that takes us to what's on the coffee table here. So let's take a look. People might think that we have an added plant on our coffee table, but that's not in fact what it is.
Yeah, so for example, this is just like shrubbery we have in town. Think about also the tall grasses that we have, which is quite nice. But you'll see, I have a small speaker head hidden amongst the shrubbery.
Would this be, say, the more common way of doing it rather than the faux rock that we were looking at on the picture?
Yeah. Usually people have a bigger yard, usually have some old trees, or they have shrubs, or they have some kind of barrier to their neighbor. And that's when we hide the speakers within the foliage.
Okay, fantastic. So how does it work? Like, people can talk to you about how much it might cost. You guys will come in and look at people's places. How does that work? Yeah,
so depending on the size of the property, what we do is we come in, we actually will set up and demo it for you so you can get the idea of what you're getting before you buy, and also to go over the coverage. Because let's face it, a lot of the properties up in Aberdeen, small yards, west side, North Shore, big yards, especially and you can even use all this technology on commercial and balconies as well.
Sure. Okay, so a lot of options to look at. And yes, it is that time of the year. We all want to be spending our time outside. Spring took so long to get here.
Yes.
Now that it's here, we want to make that an extension of our indoors. So certainly something to think about. James, I really appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
Yeah, if you want to check out what this offers or what James has to offer, you can go to Facebook, Sound Advice Marketing. We're back after a quick break. Stay with us.